Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds. And here with me today, I have a player that I'd like you guys to meet. This here is Devo Bridges. He is an edge rusher out of Fresno State. Nice to meet you, sir.
Same here. Nice to meet you too.
Hey, feel like a lot of people need to get to know you. Obviously, a successful edge rusher these past few seasons for Fresno State, an all conference performer, and a very versatile athlete as well. So, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and let's get going?
Hello, how you guys doing? I'm Devo Bridges. I'm from Rialto, California. I attended high school out there. I went to Carter High School, which is in Rialto, California. I was recruited to Fresno State, signing class 2019. I was recruited by Kenwick Thompson. He was a linebacker coach, and under Coach Tefford, who was our head coach. I went to Fresno, stayed there I played 6 seasons there, stayed there all 6 seasons.
Nice. It's a rarity, although somewhat common, of course, when a guy stays at one university for as long as you have. Obviously, that happened because we had the pandemic. A lot of guys taking advantage of another year, which of course you did. But Devo, let's kind of walk through the story a little bit more. I kind of want to start from the beginning. So go ahead and I don't know, let me know how long you've actually played football.
I've been playing football since I was 10 years old. Uh, Played every year since then. So been playing for about what was that? 13 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So been playing for a good long while. Have you always played on the defensive side of things, or talk to me about your experience, like across the board as an athlete?
Well, my first year, I was a bigger kid, so I didn't really know how to play. So they stood me on the O line, played O line, D line, and then I started developing into my body more, started growing. So I became a skill position. So I played running back and linebacker. And then I even played receiver, DB. My eighth grade year, I played quarterback and safety.
Hmm.
And then in high school, I thought I was going to be a receiver, so I played receiver pretty much all through high school. Started on varsity as a receiver, and then wasn't getting the production I wanted, so I eventually moved to the defense side of the ball, and I started playing receiver and safety. And then my last year started playing receiver and linebacker.
Yeah, as I was trying to look up some of your information, like through Huddle, the things that came up when you were at Carter High School playing wide receiver and safety, which to me, I'm looking at a guy who plays edge rusher, and I'm trying to wrap my mind around that, of course, because now, I mean, you're listed at about 255, 260. So obviously a smaller guy back then.
Yeah.
I also have in my notes, Devo. Did a little bit of basketball as well. So talk to me about you as a high school athlete and maybe one of your fondest memories.
I was a three-sport athlete at first. I played football, basketball, and track. Uh, yeah, so I was a receiver, smaller guy. I was probably like a buck 90 in high school. And then played basketball. I played a little bit of forward. I played my first 2 years. I stopped playing. Stopped running track after my first 2 years too. I started focusing on football more because I knew that's gonna be the thing to get me to the next level. I wish I did play. I wish I did play basketball and track all 4 years. Wish I could continue playing. Some I do regret, but here now, so can't go back on the past.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, I do feel like it is kind of still part of you as an athlete. I mean, at least having some of that in your background, the basketball stuff, the track and field stuff. I think it's kind of interesting when we're looking at a guy who uh, plays as an edge rusher, plays with his hand into the dirt in the Mountain West. And I'm thinking that's got to be a very interesting use of a guy with your athletic ability. So, when we're looking at you as a prospect, of course, I introduced you as an edge rusher, but what exactly does that mean for a guy your particular size and with your athletic background?
Well, I'm a versatile guy. I always been my whole life. I'll say more. I play outside linebacker. I play anything. Even at Fresno, I played. I asked to do a lot of things, play a lot of different positions. I even asked to play three tech and zero tech at a point. So, very versatile team guy. And I play anywhere. So that's the type of player I always been.
And again, I'm just trying to wrap my mind around this because as we had mentioned in high school. Um, I don't know if you played much edge in high school. I mean, obviously some linebacker, some safety, some wide receiver. How was the recruiting coming out of high school, and how did you ultimately land at Fresno State?
Well, high school I was recruited as a linebacker, so every school offered me as a linebacker. Had about like 10 offers. Reported like six. Of course, some website like 247 rivals and stuff. Fresno was the first school to offer me, so I held that dear to my heart. First school to believe in me. You know, her hardest offer to get is your first offer. So first school to believe in me, and they was the best team at the time. 2018, they came off the championship. I think they went 12-2, had the best school record. Coach Teffer was leading them, which is he's a prestigious head coach, and I thought it was the best fit for me. And like looking back and like I look back my 6 years here, I'm happy that I chose here. I was able to win the championship, win multiple bowl rings, and become a team captain, become an all-conference guy. So I do believe that was the best decision that I made was coming here to Fresno.
So we've mentioned this a couple times. I mean, you being at Fresno State for 6 seasons, and you coming in. I mean, it is a program that has had some success. When you, I don't know, kind of think about Fresno State, what makes your time, your experience, and even the university special for you?
As I said, it was the first school to believe in me, so that's something I'll never forget. First school to give me opportunity. Um, Also, the relationships that I made here, the people that I met here, and things like that. My teammates, lifelong friendships. It's like you'll get that going anywhere, but it's just the school and the procedures were known as being a good school, being one of the best G5 teams and stuff like that. So it was. So I know coming here, I got to come here and compete and work. So that's something I'm not scared or shy away from. So it was a great fit.
And of course, being there as long as you have, I'm pretty sure you have at least one degree under your belt. Uh, what's your academic situation there? What have you been able to accomplish?
I graduated with my bachelor's in kinesiology in 2023. Um, and I'm taking a gap year currently to finish my degree next year to focus on the draft this year. But I have one more semester left, and I'll get my master's in kinesiology, exercise science.
Nice. So, I mean, at least you, had some time to get that degree. And of course, right now, kind of taking a step back, focusing on this, on this season as as a prospect in this NFL draft. Again, looking at you as a guy, in this draft class, trying to find your spot. Um, Talk to me a little bit more so about how you have been utilized there at Fresno State throughout your time. I mean, again, we've mentioned you as an edge rusher, but talk about that defense. Describe that defense and your role in it.
So I first came in, we had different coaches. We had Coach Tedford. He was there for a year. He stepped away due to medical reasons, and Coach DeBoer came in. And we had him for about 2 years, ran a 4-2-5 defense. I was playing edge then. Um, didn't get too much playing time under him. I started playing 2020, got to play a game in COVID. I was put on quarantine a lot. Then 2021 is when I started to play a little bit. I got started getting reps at the edge. Now I was a special teams guy. I played a lot of special teams. I played kick return. I played field goal. So I did anything I could to go on the team. I mean, get on the field. So probably roughly get like 25 to 30 snaps a game towards the end of the year. Then 2022, let's say, is my breakout year. That's when Coach Tepper came back and he brought in a new staff and they seen I was a versatile guy, so they seen I was a physical guy too. So I was able to play three tech. So 2022, I was playing majority three tech. Most of my snaps came from playing three tech, hand to dirt. And I was probably like 240, 245 playing three tech and started every game. Only got to
Wow.
do one start every game. Yeah,
Uh,
crazy story.
I mean, I'm just saying that's wild for a guy that particular size who is asked to get down in the trenches with these guys that probably best you by at least a good 50 to 70 pounds
Yeah,
on the opposite side. But I mean, obviously your team trusted you to get, nasty up against these guys and of course hold your own, make some plays in the backfield. They're on the edge. Here this past season, the one thing that I was able to see is that you did take a little bit more reps in coverage. And so I kind of like that. I mean, that try to do more of that this past season. At least you were asked to do that.
yeah.
I mean, it adds a little bit more to your repertoire as an athlete, as a prospect. Again, we're looking at you as a guy who is likely going to end up being, maybe put as like a 3-4 edge rusher at the next level. Um, Talk to me a little bit more about what you're able to offer a team because, as you had mentioned, also some special teams experience as well. So, what's your attitude towards special teams and maybe your favorite position on special teams?
Okay, so actually it's crazy because this year I told myself I was gonna focus more on special teams this year because because I know the league was coming up. I knew I needed more reps on special teams, so I started focusing more on special teams this year. Um, this year I played in the shield on punt, and I played in the back line for kick return. I played a little bit of special teams. I couldn't play as much as I wanted to because I was a high rep guy. Like some games I get 70, 80 reps a game. So
Yeah.
that didn't take me off special teams to rest me so I don't burn out so quick. But I'm definitely a guy that would play special teams. I'll play anyone's special teams. Um, so I'll be special teams.
But your favorite spot on special teams. I mean, I know you said that you played on kickoff, you played on punt for the shield. What was your favorite role on special team?
Probably kickoff return, the back line. That's probably one of my favorite things. It was probably most enjoyable.
So meaning, I mean, are you like the last line of defense type of mentality there on kickoff? I mean,
Kickoff
is that
return.
kickoff return rather? Sorry. So you're blocking.
Yes, blocking. Yes.
So I find this interesting. So I mean, I'm thinking to myself, he goes out there and he blocks as part of the shield, and he also goes out there and blocks, on kickoff return. Um, do you may even additionally see yourself as a guy who can go out there and maybe perhaps block as a fullback? Has anyone brought that to you as a possibility or not?
Uh, nah, never has. I would though. I mean, I'd do anything for real to play football, but never has. Opportunity never presented itself in college.
You
No.
know, you do have the size that I feel would suit that position best. For people, go ahead and just kind of share your overall height and weight these days. I'm kind of estimating a little bit. We haven't really discussed it, but where are you at right now?
6'2", around 248,
So
248.
6'2", 248, 250.
Yeah.
Again, if it was more so like a pro style where we did see a whole lot more, eye formation and such, I could definitely see you as a fullback. Definitely. If someone were to give you that opportunity, I think that would also add one more thing that you can add to a team. So, interesting. So, want to talk about these past couple seasons. Been very successful these past couple seasons, being named, an all-conference athlete. And I kind of want to talk about some of the highlights over this past couple seasons. If we're being realistic, 2023 was a little bit better for you guys, at least on the win loss record. Do want to talk about that first, and then this past season. So 2023 had a very good outing, a lot of great games, and so like I was trying to find a game, maybe perhaps a moment that we can talk about, and the one that came to mind was actually an interception against Utah State. Can you walk me through that memory?
Yeah, so he's playing in Logan, Utah against Utah State. Very fast tempo offense, probably one of the fastest tempos I played, and playing at altitude too, so that definitely doesn't help. There was long drive, uh, and I ran, snapped the ball. I ran, instantly recognized screen. Ran to where the QB threw the ball, which he threw to the outside receiver, and the lineman released. So I fought the lineman to the screen. Cornerback came up, made a great play, and popped the ball out of the receiver's hand. I came up and caught it, but they tackled me. It grabbed me instantly, and I ran out of bounds. And so, but interception.
Hey, it it worked out, man. Obviously, you were there, you were ready for it. I mean, even though you didn't go too far with it, still a good memory, to be able to get an
Yeah.
interception for a guy who plays on the edge. It's got to be nice being able to get that. So, and then I was looking at this past season, again, you guys are, fighting to, become bowl eligible. And, really, I don't know, just kind of duking things out with people in your conference. And so the one game that I was trying to see if there was maybe something that you can add, uh, I, I was thinking maybe you could talk about this game against Nevada, which was a pretty close game. If we're going back to it, can you remember anything about that particular game?
Um, Remember it was a cold night. Came to Nevada. I'm not sure where we was at the time, like record wise, but I knew we needed to win this game. Actually, I had a great game myself that game. I think I had like 7 tackles and a sack. Uh, I remember coming down to an end, us having to use victory formation to secure the game. I do remember that, and I remember it was a good game on defense. I think we had like 2 block punts that game too.
Nice. Anything else from this past season that just kind of very proud of? Is there a moment that still sticks with you that you want to share?
Probably San Jose State game. Because that's our rivals. We lost them the previous year before, and we played for a trophy, the Valley Trophy. So winning that game, and we got to wear all black jerseys, which haven't been worn since like 2015, 2014, maybe. It's been a while. So we were able to bring out the black jerseys, able to get a win in them, and bring home the Valley Trophy. So that was a fun memory for me too.
Nice. Devo, I know a lot of people have, really helped position you into the, person and player that you are. Want to give you some time to give some shout outs to some of those people, whether it be your teammates, your coaches. Who has been the most influential for you in your overall journey? Can you talk through that a little bit?
Yeah, probably my position coach, Jeffrey Franklin. He's been with me the past 3 years. He's at UCLA now, but he was with me for the past 3 years. A guy who really gave me an opportunity, really believed in me, gave me a shot, and allowed me to take the keys and really lead my group. So I do appreciate him for that and developed me a lot. So probably him, probably the biggest one in my career.
And as guys like you and other seniors leaving Fresno State, who's gonna be there to just kind of keep the traditions alive? And who are we going to be looking at next season? Talk about some of your teammates.
Coming up, it's a couple guys. Jazon Jacks, he's a guy I definitely took under my wing since he stepped on campus. He's still there at Fresno. Definitely expect him to make some noise this year. Um, Also, Ezra Christensen, another guy on the D line that I took under my wing and pretty close with. Even some of the DVs. Give me a second. Blanking a little bit. Had a lot of guys transfer. Zillion Hamilton, real great player. I see him doing big things this year. So there's a couple guys I know to keep the tradition alive and really gonna make some noise this year.
Yeah, so we'll see what's going to happen to Fresno State. A lot of things happening throughout the I guess grand scheme of college football, with teams going here, there, and wherever. Maybe completely changing the face of really Mountain West in the coming seasons, and perhaps positioning you guys as maybe the top dogs moving forward. So we'll see what happens this coming season. Devo, I do want to take some time to see if there's anything else about you that we need to share. Of course, anything that you want to share about yourself, your interests, your hobbies, any fun facts or anything about yourself that you want people to know.
Some interests I have. I definitely like fashion. I could say really into fashion. Really like to ask my teammates, probably one of the best dressed guys in the locker room. My years throughout college, so that's something I do like. I do like fashion.
So I'm trying to think maybe how to respond to that. I don't know exactly how to respond to that. All right, well, fashion's fine. To each their own. I mean, it's nice that you have that. Let's say here, obviously, I don't know, California guys are weird to me because sometimes, people get like a different mindset out there, maybe like a California cool, so to speak. So, talk to me a little bit, man. I mean, are you a beach guy out there? What are you doing out there in your free time?
Not really a beach guy. Nah, I wouldn't say. Fresno, like 3 hours from the beach. And back home, my hometown, probably close to the beach, like 45 minutes. Not really a big beach guy. Um, Really more of a hang out with my friends type of guy. Like to do things, go to different restaurants and stuff like that. Or uh, that's it for the most part. I'm really a big beach guy. I am. I think last time I've been to the beach. It's probably like a year last time I've been to the beach. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it's all good. I was just trying to think of maybe some questions to ask you. I do have a list of some wild questions. I'll just try and pick out a couple of them. Again, these are just for fun. So just bear with me as we try and get through some of them. So, um, uh, let's say, oh, I don't know, favorite superhero.
Oh, Batman. Without a doubt, Batman.
That was very quick. You had
Oh
that
yeah.
one right, ready to
Oh,
go.
been a
Um,
Batman fan forever.
okay, okay. Do you collect anything as a guy who's into fashion? Like you collect like shoes or something? I mean,
Mm.
what's your thing?
I also have a decent sneaker collection. I kind of slowed down a bit because I kind of stopped. I still love Jordans, but I stopped like kind of like fell out of love with them for a little bit. I might get back into it, but for sure with shoes. Got a decent
Do
shoe
you have
collection.
something in that collection that you I guess think is like your trophy, so to speak? Like which one you're most proud of?
Part of my off-white Chicago Jordan ones. I
All
like
right.
those a lot. Yeah.
Sounds as if you're a bit of a basketball fan as well. Who are you a big fan of?
Not no more. I used to be a basketball fan. I used to be a big OKC fan until KD left to the Warriors. Stopped watching basketball. That really broke my heart. Not no more. I
It,
used to be though, but not no more.
it happens in professional sports, man. That's the reason why it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to be a fan sometimes. But I mean, hey, sometimes you follow certain people. What about guys in the league right now? Is there somebody who you're a big fan of? Who do you follow?
Hate to say it right now. I am a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I been one. Let's get that straight. Been one since Michael Vick, Deshaun Jackson. Been one, uh, but I mostly look at different edge rushers nowadays. For the most part, guys I see like how they rush and like things that have in their tool belt and different moves they use. Guys like that. Most of what I do nowadays.
Yeah, I was looking up at least. I don't know if it was on your player profile or something, but one of the things that had been mentioned was once upon a time being a big fan of Khalil Mack. Um,
Yeah.
is that the kind of player that you're trying to emulate out there on the field, or what?
Just an edge rusher that I think is very elite. He's a G5, smaller school guy, so it's definitely someone like to look up to.
Gotcha. Is there a guy maybe at the next level who you'd love to maybe perhaps get the better of, whether it be a quarterback or a running back?
Get the better of. Nah, I would say I got no targets out for anybody just yet. I was trying to get there first, and I'll probably have some targets set out, but not right now, not currently, no.
No, no, I get you. Sometimes people just kind of want to prove that they can go out there. Um, you know, it'd be kind of hard to wrangle down some of these people, man. Like if you can find you know, get your hands on Saquon Barkley, good luck. He
Yeah.
just seems like he's unstoppable these days. But obviously, Devo, we're talking under the idea that of course you want to get yourself to the league, want to get yourself drafted. So as we close up shop, Go ahead and talk to all these scouts directly. Tell them why you would make a great prospect this season, why they need to draft you, sign you. Go ahead and close with your final thoughts.
Uh, well, I think I'm a great football IQ, football smart guy, hardworking guy. I'll play anywhere on the field, as I've proven through my college career. I do anything the team needs me to. I have pretty good speed. I think a lot of people doubt my speed, but I do have pretty good speed. So I do want to show off on pro day that I am quicker than people think. So that's a couple things I got to say on closing thoughts.
Gotcha. And when is that pro day?
March 13th,
So March 13th, we have a few weeks. So I mean, where are you training at these days?
AP Fresno.
So AP
Athletic
Fresno.
performance. Yeah,
Okay, so training down there. You got a pro day in a few weeks, where you're planning on shocking some people, turning some scouts' heads.
definitely.
Devo, I know you got a lot going on, and just kind of want to wish you all the best throughout this process. Okay,
Thank you. I appreciate you.
sure thing. Once again, I got Devo Bridges, edge rusher at Fresno State. Check him out.